And I even feel a little bit of pressure from my community, that even from distributors or people who are making movies, well, it's not about the female experience and you're a woman director and that's what you should be making films about.
You can't understand.
I love making films about men. And I love that I bring my lens and my perspective to that, and I think I have something really interesting to say. I'm Betty Gordon, and I'm a director. I was invited to this festival to screen my new film called The Drowning, which is my 4th feature film, and it stars Josh Charles. I don't know that I think themes, that's if I was writing a paper maybe, but it's generated by the story and the characters and the sort of moving forward of whatever that story has to say, and it can be anything about the human condition.
I'm drawn to stories that I can relate to the most, that I feel some kind of kinship. Okay, I've kind of been there, I've sort of been through that. So, and of course, I think that there should be a lot more films starring women and all women of diversity, every kind of woman that we don't see up on screen. I'd love to see more films like that.
There are the same ways for anybody to have their work noticed is available to a woman maybe 50 plus, and that's I think the good news about writing is that the material proves itself and it's there, right? And as opposed to then having to go in and audition and stare your lookbooks and you don't show up with a baseball cap.
Okay, I want everybody above the title and above the line to reflect the diversity in our country, in this room of creative people everywhere. But I also want the other 120 people to also reflect that diversity, because if you have an entry-level position and you're treated equally, and you are an auteur, or you are a designer, or you are whatever you are innately, and you're willing to work your ass off for, you'll get there if you have access, and nobody's telling you no. If you start there and everybody is willing to say that there's no doors closed, if you work that hard and you get those 800 hours, you're going to get in. You're not saying everybody needs to be in the union to have a career, but I'm just saying, like, those are impediments. Those are impediments to people going beyond, like, an unsustainable wage. That's a whole other thing. We can't afford to be filmmakers if we're only going to be marginalized and only work, with the money we can beg and borrow and steal and scrape together and take 7 years to make a film and work for the equivalent of $2 an hour, basically. That's a whole other thing.